Hello and welcome, I'm Tim Willoughby and today we've got something rather special for you. Premium Gold 2 has just come into the office. This is the first box that we're going to be opening here in the office, just so I can show you exactly what you get in, this is actually a whole case of packs of Premium Gold 2. In America it's called Return of the Bling. Over here, slightly classier, River of Gold, but exactly the same product in terms of what the cards that you get inside are. A couple of little differences that I'll come on to as we're going through, but I'm just going to take you through everything as I see it, opening this brand new product. Very, very exciting indeed. I know this is one that a lot of you have been waiting for a while. Now, Premium Gold 2, much like Premium Gold 1, has, as one might expect, a bunch of gold cards. Cards with gold borders, gold foiling. What this set has is a whole ton of reprints that you've not been able to see anywhere else, and also a few cards that have been errated that are a little bit different. So let's just see what you get here. If you buy a Premium Gold pack, you get one of these boxes. Now this box has 15 cards in it, in the box. We see there River of Gold on the back. That's probably the easiest way of spotting that this is a European edition of the English edition packs, not the US one. And we can see on the back here, let's just see if we can get that so we can read it, that there's brand new cards, updates and upgrades of dozens of favourites, 22 gold rares revised. We've got some cards here that have got errata that are in this set that currently are banned, but we may well find that with the new text on them that they suddenly become reasonable for tournament formats, so we get to see a second go round, or maybe third or fourth in some cases, for some of the more powerful cards that have ever existed in Yu-Gi-Oh! The fact this is a gold set means that almost certainly these cards are a little bit higher power level than what you might find in various other sets. So I'm just going to crack into this one and see if we can get to the golden goodness inside. So inside the box, this is another thing that's a little bit different to the way that American Premium Gold sets have come out in the past. One big fat booster. This booster's got 15 cards in. If you're used to getting regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Boosters that have less cards, this a little bit different, but certainly not without precedent. And yeah, this booster pack has all the goodies in, so let's see exactly what those goodies are in this particular case. I'm really going through these cards in a little bit more detail than I might do with other sets, just because it is very new and very fancy looking. You can immediately see the foiling on these looks pretty impressive. Oh, let's get that better in camera, there we go. So we're going to start off, we've got Absolute King Blackjack here. There he is. Then we've got a Junk Giant. There's some of these cards that we're looking out for more than others. Do say in the comments if there's particular cards that you're hoping to get in your boosters. We're going to be opening a whole bunch of this, so you can buy individual cards if you don't fancy opening the packs yourselves, but opening the packs is pretty fun. So here's Isolde, Belle of the Underworld, and then here we have one that actually, at the point that before we opened this, no one was quite sure what the English name was. This is Blackwing No Thung the Starlight. I don't know if anyone necessarily expected that spelling there, but Winged Beast Synchro Effect. One tuner and one non-tuner monster. If this card's special summoned, inflict 800 damage to your opponent, then one face-up monster your opponent controls loses 800 attack and defense. You can only use this effect, the effect of Blackwing, once per turn. During your main phase, you can normal summon one Blackwing monster in addition to your normal summon set. So this super powerful card. It's going to get its own little special place up here. And then we've got Masked Hero Anki. For those of you that were working on Masked Hero decks following the release of the recent structure deck, this one might slot in there quite nicely. Blackwing Pinaki the Waxing Moon, so given that we've already got our Blackwing there, that might work out pretty well. Rank up Magic Barion's Force. Then we've got Preparation of Rites. Meta Ion the Time Lord. So another solid one there. Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. And for you Exodia lovers, yes, this is a set where you can get more pieces of Exodia with the full gold border. This is the left arm of the Forbidden One. Obviously you need all 5 for them to really do a whole lot. Not necessarily something you want to cast just as a 200-300 monster. So then we've got Advanced Ritual Art, Naturia Barkion. I'm not 100% sure I'm pronouncing that right, but Naturia Barkion's what I'm going to go with there. Another Synchro Monster there. My Body as a Shield. Hopefully you can get some of the foiling there. And Grapha, Dragon Lord of the Dark World. So that's our first pack. I'm going to go through this entire case. So we've got a few more to look at as we go through. Just go see if we can just open this up on camera for you, just to show that there's no funny business going on. We are really opening these on camera. I don't know what's going to be in the packs just yet, just as you don't. So we can just move these across a bit so that the glare doesn't sort of overshadow them. And pack number 2. So straight up we've got Stardust Respark there. Then we've got a Cat Shark. For those of you that just like cats or just like sharks, this does a little bit of both. Another Absolute King Blackjack. And there's a different version of the foiling for Blackwing Nothung the Starlight, but still very, very powerful. Actually, sorry, no. I'm just holding it in an angle where I can't quite see it properly. 2 copies of that now. Pretty happy with that. Junk Giant there. Tristan, Knight of the Underworld. Bujin Yamato. A Sinister Serpent. This one of those reprints that we've not seen in a little while. It's very powerful though. One of those cards that just sort of a bit of a role filler in terms of what it does. Then we've got another powerful card here in Larval Val Chain. So this is the XYZ effect monster. 2 level 4 monsters. 1800, 1000, and then once per turn you can detach an XYZ material from this card to activate one of the effects, which is either send a card from your deck to the graveyard or choose one monster from your deck and place it on top of your deck. So we know that card searching is good in Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is another way of doing that. So then we've got Traptrix Melio, Meta Ion the Time Lord, another Traptrix one here in Traptrix Nepenthes. Dark Hole, absolutely staple card of many, many decks. Destroy all monsters on the field. Formula Synchron. For those of you who like Synchro monsters to look like Formula 1 cars, that's pretty much the choice for you. And finally, Blackwing Gale of the Whirlwind. Speaking of whirlwinds, let's get on to our next box. I'm going to try and open this one up nice and quick so we can see what's in that one. I know that there's a lot of potentially powerful cards in this set, and one of the things that I'm hoping to see is a few of the errated cards. And in fact, I think the Sinister Serpent I went through earlier on is one of those errated cards. So I'm just going to run you through what that errata is for those of you not up to date. Let's get it nice and close to camera so hopefully you can see it, but I'll read it to you. So during your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can add it to your hand. Also banish one Sinister Serpent from your graveyard during your opponent's end phase. You can only use this effect once per turn. So quite a power change there in terms of what Sinister Serpent does compared to previously. Whether or not it will see play, whether or not we'll get it unbanned now, remains to be seen, but certainly something to look out for. The fact that they've reprinted it with errata suggests to me that they are hoping it's going to see a little bit of play, but we'll find out about that soon enough. In the meantime though, you heard the sound, it's another pack. Absolute King Blackjack, or Backjack, sorry. Then we've got Rose Lover there. Another Blackwing, this one being Blackwing Pinaki the Waxing Moon. Then we've got Stardust Respark. There it is. Santa Claus. Love the pun there, guys. Well done, good job. Parallel Twister. Pot of Duality, another card that's super duper powerful. Just one that it fits in so many different decks. There's obviously lots of other places that you can get a Pot of Duality, but nice to know you can get one in the Premium Gold too. Madolsha Queen Tiaramisu, sorry. Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare there. Traptrix Nepenthes. And another solid one that I always like to have in many of my decks, Ceasefire. Glow Up Bulb. Grapha Dragon Lord of the Dark World. Oh, sorry, just get that in Scott there for you. Gauze Herald of Emissary of the Darkness. And Herald of Perfection. There we go. Just the one ritual monster in that pack. So far, I think that our real score is 2 copies of the Blackwing, the new Blackwing. So that one, certainly, like, relatively happy with these packs that we're opening. Let's see if we can find a few more interesting cards. I know that there's been a lot of cards in this set that people are pretty excited about, so I'm going to try and hopefully find a few more of them to show you. For all of those of you that love the crinkly sound of boosters opening, I'll spin it out as long as I can, but I'm quite excited about seeing the cards, so let's push on through. Blackwing Pinaki, the Waxing Moon. Isolde, Belle of the Underworld. Another Tristan, Knight of the Underworld, and a Masked Hero Anki there. Then we've got Pero Cerberus. Another Santa Claus there. Foolish Burial, so you can get your monsters straight from your deck to the graveyard. Then we've got Rank Up Magic Astral Force. Charge of the Light Brigade. Traptrix Murmelio. A Book of Moon. Now, Book of Moon, one of the cards that I have a little personal thing. I'm a big fan of this one. Lets you deal with monsters, turns them face down so that you can potentially deal with them a bit easier without having to worry too much about their effects. And another Synchro monster, and another one that's pretty powerful. One of the chase cards in the set for me, really, this one. Armades Keeper of Boundaries. So this one, one tuner and one non-tuner for a 2/300 attack, 1500 defense. If this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So a very robust attacker, this one. Definitely one of the cards that's going to see plenty of play. Then we've got Call of the Haunted, classic. Everyone knows it, everyone likes it, but this time it's in a gold border. Doom Caliber Knight. So Doom Caliber Knight there, the 1900, 1800. Pretty solid 4-cost monster there, and then a Smashing Ground just to finish up that pack. A bit of classic removal. Not every card in this set is brand new, not every card in this set's got errata, but various of them have, and the other cards, one of the things you can be basically guaranteed in Premium Gold is that these are the sorts of cards you're going to be playing with. They're good quality cards that fit in plenty of decks. Many of them are kind of classic, a few of them are new though, and either way round, you know that these are going to be powerful cards. That's kind of part of the joy of this Premium Gold set. We've got our last pack here to open up with Blackwing Tamer, Obsidian Hawk Joe, Ghost Charon, the Underworld Boatman, Blackwing Chris Crack the Dawn, or Chris the Crack of Dawn, sorry, Santa Claus, another Blackwing Nothing the Starlight, so we've done super well on them. That's our set if we want to build a deck with them. Pero Cerberus, Traptrix Dionea, another Ceasefire there. We're 2/5 of the way to Exodia. We've got the right leg now in addition to the one that we opened up earlier on. Then a Solemn Warning. Being able to negate an activation or a summon is very powerful and definitely something that's pretty exciting. Mathematician, also a card that I know that various people have been looking forward to seeing back. Another powerful card that you might want to include. And here's another one that's currently on the banned list, but it has got some errata. Let's see what Ring of Destruction does now. So now it says, during your opponent's turn, target one face-up monster your opponent controls whose attack is less than or equal to their life points. Destroy that face-up monster, and if you do, take damage equal to the original attack, then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the damage you took. You can only activate one Ring of Destruction per turn. So again, it's not quite the same card that it once was, but that means we get to play with it a little bit more. Ring of Destruction still is destroying face-up monsters, dealing damage to your opponent. That's a 1-2 punch that a lot of decks just can't handle. Naturia Beast there. Veil of Darkness, and finally we've got a Herald of Perfection. So that takes us to the end of our packs of Premium Gold. There are more cards in the set. There's 91 cards in total in this set. We will have all 91 of them on sale here at Magic Madhouse very, very shortly. We're going to be opening a whole bunch of these boxes very, very soon. It's going to be an exciting afternoon in the office. But I just wanted to take you through a few of them. If you want to order single cards, if you want to order packs, if you want to order packs and packs and packs of Premium Gold 2, do get in touch. We've got plenty of it in, and we want to make sure that your Yu-Gi-Oh decks are just as powerful as they could be. Take care.